Hey y'all, how's everybody doing? Well, I'm going to show you a couple of things in this video, but the thing I want to start out with, I just got my hair done. And when you go and have your hair done, you can't use any kind of root touch-up. And I am going to show y'all my root touch-up today. So I want you to see if you are, I hope everybody's doing good. I don't have any drink, no coffee or tea or anything to share with you. I wish I did. Anyway, I'm going to share with you a revolutionary product for me, a product I literally cannot live without. I'm not sponsored. Nobody's giving me a penny for this. It's just something that I literally must have now as a part of my getting ready, just because I've started thinning through here over the past few years, as you can see. And so when I color, especially these lighter colors right through here, it looks even more balding. But what you can do is use a root touch-up. Now, I did just get my hair done, so it's kind of silky looking, and when I fix it in a minute, it'll look fuller, because whenever you get your hair colored, it fills the color fills the pores, and so it's going to be a little more body, a little silkier and all of that. So the first thing I do after I get my hair colored is go ahead and part it. I'm going to wear it for a couple of days. And does that look about right? I think it does. You may want to part it more than once just to kind of see. Because you do want a good clean part whenever you just use a comb instead of a brush or your fingers or anything. You want to use that because you want a real clear line. The product that I love is Madison Reed. And you can get it at madison-reed, REED.com. The color that I use is light brown, and the reason I do that is because it looks more natural to have a darker root than to put a blondie, whitey, or yellowy color in there. It just looks more natural. It's almost like an ash blonde, if you want to know the truth, but it's called light brown. That's what it looks like. I've hit pan. It looks like a bronzer, and when I first saw it, I thought, well, I'll just use bronzer, but it works differently. It may look like that, but it works differently. And it's kind of like, I don't know how it works, but it sticks to your hair. Until you wash it, you won't have to do this again. So what I do, especially right now, usually I would just go through it, but because I've hit pan, I kind of am going into it like that and just get it good on the brush. And I always start back here at the very back and kind of get back there real good. Then I go right in front of it on this side, and then I'm going to do this side. So you start from where the part is and go into the hair like that. And it doesn't take that long. And I kind of, just like my eyebrows, I kind of come in front of where I just was and then go back to it to kind of make sure I'm filling in good. And see how it's starting to just darken up the part? Okay, and there's some places that, because of where she placed the lighter color, I'm real, like, even in between, I look real balding right here. So I may just lift that up. Or if I just feel like it's thinner looking there, I may just lift it up and kind of brush in there. And all that does is when you're looking through the hairs, it just kind of darkens up what it looks like in there. Like right there. And I hope y'all can see this because I'm trying to look down so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. And then certainly up front. So I may pull this back a little and kind of go through here. And you see it just kind of darkens the root area. That's all it does. It just makes it not so shiny skin that you really look bald. I mean, even if somebody's got thick hair, they may want to do this just because, you know, there's always the space, you know, in between. And it either doesn't bother you, it does. It bothers me. I feel like it makes me look more balding. And then I'm just going to get right at the root line. And you go up. Like that. I'm just going to kind of mush that in there, push that in there. Make sure it's not on your skin anywhere. That will look terrible. And see, it does get on your fingers if you rub it like that. Also, it might get on your fingers of the brush because it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like a cream paint or something. All right, so now I'm going to start at the back again, go backward, but I'm on the other side of the part now. In front and go back. In front of that and go back. But I'm going that way instead of this way. And all this is doing is it's kind of getting rid of that white, scalpy look in between. Just so it's not so glaring, that's all. And then I'm going back. And then maybe just a little through here. Do you see the difference? So it's not like it's a glaring color change or anything like that. It's just, it kind of just tones down the whiteness of your part. And that's why I like to use just the darker. For me, being a blonde, I like to use what would be like a natural root color, which is usually like an ash blonde. And if there's any little powders left in there, just kind of brush across them. But keep them, because this is expensive. I always am tempted to blow, but don't do that. Just sit it like that. It's magnetized closure. Sit it like that in your dresser drawer. I mean your get ready bathroom area, whatever you do. And I'm just going to kind of comb that through. Did I notice a place? Yeah, I feel like that's more prominent. We're going to do that. If you just like comb through afterwards and you see a place, like just do like that. And you're like, wow, that's just really a bright, again, just really bright area. See how it just toned it down? And so when you kind of comb through your hair, it's not so obvious. Same thing over here. It's not as bad for me over here. I have sometimes it has to do with how they style your hair. I mean, how they choose to lay any kind of like coloring product, like any kind of highlights on your hair. And if it falls just wrong, I mean, she did a really beautiful color job, I feel like. But if it falls just wrong enough, it looks like it's white right there. So again, and then when I run my hands through, I just again want to warn you that this product will get on your fingers, so you need to wipe it off. Hold on, let me do that. I'm just going to use my makeup cloth. See, it's just kind of a little bit of, it's not much, I mean it comes right off. And that's why when you wash your hair, this will come out. It will be done. So it only lasts to your next wash. But the good news is, if you hate it, you can wash it right back out and it washes out. It's like kind of like a sticky powder is what it is. And it just sticks to the roots and kind of makes them not so prominent. And then what I do is just make sure that I've covered my crown real good like that. And just that I kind of look and make sure that I've got, it's hard because my hair is thinning to kind of tell where it should fall. And then I spray it. And so the two products that I am really liking right now are both from Redken. It is the Triple Take Redken 32. And I think the reason it's called Triple Take is because there's three little, in the nozzle there's three little sprayers in there. So you really do got to kind of hold it away because it's like sprays very straight instead of it's a little more exact, I guess I would say. And then for a lifting product, I don't use a lot of it because it weighs your hair down if you have really fine hair like I do. But I use the Redken Full Frame number 07. It's just a mousse, you know, you shake it up real good and barely like chink like that, like get only a dime's worth, rub it on both hands and just kind of rub it into the roots at the top so that it can kind of lift your hair. And all it does is make it a little bit sticky so that when you're drying, it gives it a little bit of poof and it fills the follicles a little. So tell you what, I do have a candle going back here, which I love. This is the Sweet Grace from Bridgewater Candle Company, and I love that. But I'm going to spray hairspray, so we're going to just close that for a second. Yeah, be careful with flames. This is flammable, highly flammable. And I'm just going to kind of lift it up with my fingertips. And then I'm going to place my bangs where I want them. I like bangs, especially as you get older. It just kind of gives a little bit more youthful look, and it kind of covers. You can place little pieces where it's fitting, both back here and right up front. And I am done. And I have no idea how much time that took. But I am going to keep going. I haven't even taken my whole video time. Okay, but that's good because I still wanted to talk about some other things. First of all, I'm going to do a what am I packing in my makeup pouch for my trip. And I'm going to be taking my Charlotte Tilbury my mini size makeup pouch, which I really do love this one because of the little kissies. And I love the burgundy and the rose gold hardware on it. And it's just a nice compact size. So I've really been thinking about it. And I thought, just keep everything simple, Beth. So what I'm taking is Charlotte Tilbury's Seductive Beauty. This is the Instant Look in a palette. It's my favorite one. I'm not sure if she has refilled this one yet, but there's other ones. I like this one because this is Seductive Beauty is the name of this particular one. Y'all seen, I think the other one's called Natural Beauty, but I like this one better because of this dark brown, and I can use a smudger liner to do my brow with this, to do underneath the lashes, and the outer V. And then there's a good transition color and a highlight color, a bronzer, 2 blushes, and a highlight. So this nice big mirror, you know, when you're styling the back of your hair, you got a nice big mirror to look in the mirror. And can I tell y'all something? Before you leave in the morning after you style your hair, get a mirror, a little mirror, and look into the big mirror on the wall and see what does that look like. Because a lot of times there's a big hole there from where people sleep, and they fix everything but that.